Hi, everybody. This week we are reading books about animals. And the question I'd like you to ask yourself as I read is why is it important to learn about the animals that share our world? And one of those animals is a guinea pig, and they're very cute. And I used to have one as a pet. So I do love guinea pigs. So let's read this most adorable book with adorable pictures of guinea pigs by Dick King Smith. There's a silly old saying that if you hold a guinea pig up by its tail, its eyes will drop out. Well, of course they wouldn't, even if you could, which you couldn't because guinea pigs don't have tails. What do guinea pigs have in common with pigs? The males and females are known as boars and sows. And they aren't pigs either. They're rodents, like mice and rats and squirrels. Rodents have special front teeth, which are brilliant for gnawing things. These teeth go on gnawing throughout the animal's life and are self sharpening. That means they sharpen themselves. As for the other bit of their name, guinea pigs were first brought to Europe about 400 years ago by Spanish sailors, probably from a country in South America called Dutch Guiana, and the sailors called them Guiana pigs. The fact the guinea pig is a member of the Cavi family, and its Latin name is Cavia porcellus, which means piggy looking cavy. Anyway, whatever they're called, it's the way they look that I've always liked. They're so chunky and chubby and cuddly with their blunt heads and sturdy bodies and short legs. They come in loads of different colors and they can be smooth coated or rough coated or long coated, not to mention the other varieties. I've kept hundreds of guinea pigs over the last 50 years, but I've always liked the Abyssinians best. These are the Abyssinians right here. They have lots of cowlicks. Guinea pigs are such sensible animals. They're awfully easy to keep because they aren't fussy. They don't like the cold, of course, or the damp any more than you would, and they're not happy living in a poky little place any more than you would be. But as long as they have a comfortable, warm, dry place to live, guinea pigs are as happy as Larry. They're hardy animals and don't often fall ill. Properly looked after, they can live a long time. I once had a crested sow called Zen. She lived 2 years with me and then 8 more with one of my daughters. People's hair grows whiter as they age, but Zen's grew darker. Most guinea pigs live for around 5 to 8 years. Guinea pigs need plenty of food. They love eating just like you do, and feeding them is half the fun of keeping them. Some people, of course, feed them nothing but hay and pellets from the pet shop, and they're quite all right. But how boring a diet like that must be, both for the piggy looking cavy and its owner. I always used to give my guinea pigs lots of other kinds of food as well: cabbage and cauliflower leaves, carrots, bits of bread and apple peelings, and wild plants like dandelion and clover. I gave them water too, of course. Guinea pigs need clean drinking water every day, and their water bottle often needs washing because they like blowing bits of food back up the spout. One especially nice thing about guinea pigs is that if you handle them regularly and carry them about, stroke them, talk to them, and make a fuss of them, they become really fond of you. The proper way to pick up a guinea pig is with one hand over its shoulders and the other supporting its bottom. Another nice thing about guinea pigs is that they talk a lot. When they want food or water, they often give a sort of whistle, sometimes low, sometimes loud. Boars say chutter, when they're squaring up for a fight. So do sows when their babies pester them too much. Other things guinea pigs say are put, chut, tweet, and drrr. But when one guinea pig says purr to another guinea pig, it's as plain as the nose on your face that it only means one thing: I love you. And that brings me on to what's best of all about keeping guinea pigs, baby ones. Because their ancestors, the wild cavies of South America, lived out in the open with enemies all about them, their young ones had to be ready to run for it. So the guinea pig sow carries her unborn litter for a very long time, about 70 days. And they arrive in the world fully furred, with their eyes open and their mouths already filled with teeth. Newborn guinea pigs are such a comical sight. Their heads and feet look too big for their bodies. But almost immediately, they show an interest in those two favorite guinea pig pursuits: eating and conversation. Of all the guinea pigs I've kept, there were two that I shall never forget. Both were Abyssinians, both were boars, and each in his time fathered dozens of lovely big-headed, big-footed babies. One was a bright golden color, and his name was King Arthur. The other was a blue roan called Beach Boy. Both are buried in my garden. There's a solitary apple tree at the edge of my lawn, and I like to look at it and think that under it, Beach Boy and King Arthur lie peacefully, one on one side of the tree, one on the other. I'm not sad about this, just happy to remember what a lot of pleasure I've had from all my guinea pigs. The end. And I just want to say one thing: my guinea pig was red and white like the sky, and her name was Ginger, but we always called her Good Girl.